What's good, everyone? Welcome back to podcast number 3, 44 High Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have another very special guest in the building, my good friend Sammy Sosa, a.k.a. Oso. So, what's good, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute.
So, my brother, you good?
Yeah, all good.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while, bro. I think it's maybe, 2019?
2019,
2020?
Yeah, 2018. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
A lot of stuff changes in those 2-3 years.
A lot.
Yeah. What has changed for you, bro?
For me, I mean, honestly, I didn't think I was going to be ever in the nightlife industry at all, like the hospitality industry. But I don't know. Remember as kids, we used to referee together. Like, it was crazy. Like, that was my upcoming in a way. Like, being a referee, like, you used to referee with Matt and Trent. Shout out Trent. Shout out his dad, Matt. Yeah, they come up. So, it just quickly changed to the nightlife industry quickly. So, what would
you say you gained out of, early on? Those opportunities, like you said, shout out Trent. And then, of course, shout out his dad for all the opportunities that we took upon.
Literally,
that,
a lot of people, high school,
A lot of people wouldn't have wanted to take upon those, but that's what we had to do to make a little bit of extra bread. So,
got to.
What did you take out of that, like, in terms of skill sets or, the work ethic? What did you bring about?
Honestly, like, just playing soccer and just being that culture, like, of being teamwork, like, just discipline, it gives you discipline and responsibility. Being accountable within, like, your teamwork and, like, just being yourself, that's, and it shows you, like, what you can prove and what can you bring to the table,
No, definitely. What did it look like for you after high school? Because, like I said, we haven't seen each other for a while. So, what did high school look? Because I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
From one night to the next, I'm like, what is Sammy doing? Yeah. Like, he's in Miami. I'm like, what is he doing, bro?
Yeah.
So how did that come about? What was the first opportunity you got to even do that?
Okay, so let's start since the beginning, right? Since the nightlife. So during the pandemic, right, 2020, Texas was the only state that was open, right? Mm-hmm. And then what realized before the pandemic, let's say it was Astroworld, the official after party was Aspire here in Houston. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go. It was like during like freshman, sophomore year of college. So I'm like, I gotta go. So like when I thought of nightclubs, I was like, I'm not really sure, like it was kind of like very like vague,
Yeah.
So when I first went in, I'm like, let's try it out. I went in, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this is crazy. And then when Travis came on, obviously everyone started raging, like March Pit. I'm like, what the heck? And then obviously I noticed like the people that were working, they were my age, like around our age, like 20. Oh, that was like back in 2018. So like maybe like 21, 20,
Yeah.
They're going to be on the DJ booth. They're recording Travis, Chase B, and like those guys. So I'm like, damn, like I want to be like that guy. So then that's when I realized, I'm like, okay. And then the pandemic hit, and then Heart was just going to open, the nightclub, right?
Yeah.
In Washington Street. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go interview. So they were accepting VIP host. So funny thing is, I started as a VIP host / busboy.
Okay.
So like I was like the tallest busboy you can ever think of. Like I was wearing all black, like. And then I was so cautious with COVID too. I was like wearing black gloves and face mask. I'm like, bro, I was so cautious. And then after, I got COVID or whatever. And then I'm like, you know what? I got the antibodies. It's cool. So I started going out, and then that's where I kind of like blossomed into being a VIP host and just making so many networking opportunities, But yeah, I stayed 1 year in Houston, but I always wanted to go to Miami.
Yeah.
Always. So what I did was during the pandemic, I went to Lone Star 2 years to get my associates, and then during that pandemic year, I was doing online at FIU, so Florida International University in Miami. So I'm like, and I was gonna go that year during the pandemic, but like Florida was shut down, the nightclubs were shut down, so I'm like, why would I go?
Yeah.
So I got my experience here in Houston, and then I went to Miami, and then obviously. Last year, I went to Miami, and then, just started working for, like, Living Story, like, in, like, those big places in a way.
Yeah.
But I really gathered, like, a lot of experience from there. Like, Miami's, like, a whole different ballgame.
Did you have to request that transfer over to, those clubs, or did you go
Honestly,
over there?
bro, I'll be honest. Like, I didn't really know anyone. Like, I only knew 2 people. Like, it was Mario Duran. Shout out Mario Duran. He's, like, the DJ for Latin Night. Yeah. Metidos Thursdays. And James. James is, like, the one... Mario Duran contacted me to book piece. I don't even know this YouTuber named Cash Nasty.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber, basketball, NBA guy. So he was one of my clients here in Houston. So then, and he's a very good friend of mine. So he was in Miami. When I was in Miami, he was like, hey, bro, like, I saw you in Miami. Like, yo, we're trying to pop out. I'm like,
yeah,
freak. I'm like, technically, I didn't work officially
Yeah.
to live his story, but like I kind of finessed my way. Like yo, like I know someone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I got my foot right in the door, and then James noticed that, and then after a few weeks, you know, I started like going out, and then you know, one night I was at Swan. I didn't know anyone. This is a guy named Purple, right? Purple Miami.
Yeah.
I literally went up to him, and then you know this guy. He's like a big shot in Miami. He works for Groot Hospitality, one of the biggest guys there. And I literally went up to him. He was on his phone, and he said, I just went up to him and say, hey, you know, I'm working to work for Groot Hospitality. Do you know like where I can apply for like as a promoter or VIP host? He's like, he just looked at me. He's like, all right, follow me. I'm like, oh my god, thank God. I was like, yeah. And then so right there, he took me to like the director of promotions, Lyndon, and then from there we just had a meeting, and then, you know, we started working. I started working within Groot Hospitality.
What do you think they saw within you, bro? Like anyone can go up to him and say, "Hey, I want to work a job."
Literally, yeah, anyone can go. But I feel like,
what did they see in you though?
Because what they saw in me, I feel in a way is like I did have experience already, right?
Yeah.
I have experience, and it's just like being just out there in a way, you know, just being. It takes balls to like go to someone and say, you know what I'm saying? It like, yo, hey, I want to work for the best hospitality group in Miami and around the world. So it shows determination of what the person wants to do. Like, is he really about it?
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I feel like. It shows character.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So what does your night look like? Well, let's say in Miami, because obviously you're in Houston.
Yeah.
You're back in Houston. But how does the nightlife look like for you there? What does your day look like? Because that's work for you, right?
It is.
How does that look like for you?
It was a lot. So, I mean, we can go through each day. Let's say, so Mondays would be Swan. There'll be Swan Mondays. You know, it's our biggest like night party. It's a restaurant/lounge. So like the restaurant's the bottom part, and then there's a lounge upstairs. And then for me, my job was personally able to bring girls throughout each night, through each venue.
Awesome
basically.
job.
People say, but it gets, look, I'll be honest, it does get overwhelming. It does get a little bit overwhelming because you're bringing like 15 or 20 girls each night, you know what I'm saying? You're basically taking care of all these girls. You know, it's like, obviously, yes, like guys and dudes would be like, yo, bro, your job's so awesome. Like, I'm like, it is awesome. But at the same time, it's kind of like, yo, I have to babysit, but it's fine, you know? It's like part of the industry. So Swan, it would be Mondays, and then Tuesdays now they open up a restaurant with Bad Bunny, Dave Grumman. So it'd be Gecko.
Okay.
It's like one of these popping right now. It's in Brickell. So they'd have like a lounge in there too. And then Wednesdays, Komodo. It'll be restaurant, same thing as lounge upstairs. And then Thursday was my favorite night because Latin night, Mentirosa Thursdays is the best. You got the baddest of the baddest. The top notch. Like
10 out of 10s?
10 out of 10s.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, bro, Miami's like a Latin city, you know? So you have people coming from Cuba, Puerto Rico, Colombia, like all those amazing countries, you know? So definitely Thursday nights was Latin night, and then Friday will be Story, and then Saturday will be Story 2 as well. So, and what the thing is, they alternate genres, right?
Okay.
So Friday as Story would be, it's like the sister club of Live, you know?
Yeah.
So Story would be EDM, and then Live would be hip hop Fridays.
Gotcha.
And then they'll alternate Saturday, and then Story will be hip hop, and then Live will be Saturday EDM.
Yeah.
And then obviously the best night of the week was Live on Sunday, you know? So that's literally the best night of the week. Everyone goes to Live on Sunday.
Why though?
It's just crazy because Sunday you would expect, you know, like it's a day to relax, you know, chill.
Back to work Monday.
But like it's just Sundays, like literally here in Houston as well. Like Hard Sundays is the best night of the week. Sundays is like everyone's like, you know, why not go out on a Sunday?
Yeah.
So
That's crazy, bro. Did that for a year.
For a year, yeah.
It's
insane.
I can't even imagine that. Doing that for a straight year.
It's a straight year, yeah.
What kept you pushing though?
Bro, he's kept me pushing. It's just the environment you're surrounded with, you know what I'm saying? If you got people that are hustling every day, it's just, you just look around and you're like, you know, I want to keep doing that type of stuff, you know? It's just people like grinding. Like Miami's a city, obviously it's a city, it's a beautiful city, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, people are hustling out there. Like people are grinding to be the best of the best.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what kept me going, to be honest.
And who do you consider to be, you know, close to you over there that you kind of kept around? Because, you know, going through the year, going through the, you know, night by night, who would you consider to be, you know, some of your best friends there that you consider to say?
Yeah, I mean, the industry, there's a lot of, I have really good friends, like AD, Darwin. Darwin came from Houston, actually, so shout out my boy Darwin. And then James is a big guy over there. He handles, like, artist relations over there for Groot. So James, it's a lot of Zimmy, yeah, it's a lot of people that honestly we connected very close
Yeah.
within the nightlife industry, because I really didn't even have friends outside of the nightlife, to be honest. Like I wouldn't be like just hanging out I went to school obviously,
Yeah.
right? But I only really had close selected friends in school, because I would be just out every day.
Nightlife, yeah.
Yeah. So my best friends became people who work in the nightlife. So
Gotcha. And speaking about the nightlife, is there anything that you could recall in Miami that you'd say, man, this is the craziest night I've ever had? Like a memorable one, because every night could be a
Yeah.
memorable one. But is there any that have stood out for you, or is this night was just absolutely wild?
I'm trying to think. I think that honestly one of the best nights was probably like our Basel week. Our Basel week is insane.
What is that all about?
Our Basel week, people come from all over the world, literally, so just for 1 week in Miami, our Basel week, because it's like people are supposed to be coming there for art, right? For art, but at the end of the day, they're just there to party.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they do art presentations, art shows, but it's just so many events that happen during Art Basel week. It's just insane. So like, there's probably like one night, it was Art Basel week. I was with my boy Gabe Poncho from the Nelk Boys.
Yeah, that's
assistant.
crazy.
Yeah, so we were, and then plus I knew some people from LA too. Like they were very tapped in. So like it was during Martin Garrix. Martin Garrix, one of the biggest EDM DJs in the world, you know. So it was that night, and then after, it was just so like, it's just a blur. That is like, first you get Martin Garrix, you know, just having fun, whatever, and then you go one of the biggest strip clubs, Gold Rush, and then you start throwing money. It's just like a big group. It's literally, I can show you videos. You can put it on YouTube. But
Legendary night.
Yeah, like legendary. I was with Gabe. You know, shout out Sammy, Sammy, the guy for Happy Dad.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so those guys, like, it was just an insane night. Literally, our Basel was like probably like one of the best weeks in Miami.
That sounds legendary, bro.
It
And
is.
touching on the Nelk boys,
Yeah.
what's your what would you say is your relationship with Gabe, or
Gabe-
from your conversation with him?
No, Gabe's a great guy. Like we were very close. Gabe is really like he gets his shit done. You know,
Yeah.
he gets his shit done. Even though he loves to party.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to party, but he gets his shit done. So, and I see him like, you know, every time we would be in Miami, I would be in Miami. He's like, hey, bro, I landed. Like, yo, let's link up type shit. Like, let's have fun. So, like, Gabe is a great guy. He's a great guy. We would like party at 11. You know, 11 Miami too is a great. You know, I wouldn't go there a lot, but
Sounds like everything in Miami is like popping all the time.
It literally, like, it's insane. Like, there's no breaks. Literally, in Miami, it's like
Yeah.
24/7. But you know, he's a great guy, and he does his job very well.
Yeah. Have you been able to meet any of the other members from there? Or
I've
or-
met before, like Kyle, you know, Salim, Steiny, those guys. Just like once in a while, you know, but usually they don't really pop out. Sometimes it's just really rare, but when they pop out, they pop out.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
So
Who else have you met in the industry? Because I've seen your stories where, you know, you have Bad Bunny on there, you have Lil Uzi on there.
yeah, like Lil Uzi, that was actually great for Rolling Loud. That was insane. One of my boys, Goon, so shout out Goon. They got a table in Miami from Houston. The dance floor, it was insane. So yeah, when Lil Uzi, they booked Lil Uzi, I'm like, bro, I gotta go to Lil Uzi. And thank God, yeah. And Lil Uzi was fun. Like
Brings the energy.
he brings the energy, literally.
Yeah.
Like he does like his little shoulder roll, you know. Yeah, I love him. Like Lil Uzi's like the best. Like he's like probably one of the best performers I've seen.
That's wild, bro. That's wild. Yeah, no, I said that to mention because I would see your stories.
Yeah.
You know, I saw the Nelk Boys on there. I saw
The
Bad
Nelk
Bunny
Boys.
on there. I saw Lil Uzi.
Uzi.
I was like, bro, every night is a movie out there. Like,
Literally.
you have all these people coming in.
It's just so many events in Miami, like Rolling Loud, and you got Ultra, you know, you got Art Basel. It's just Miami's is probably a top notch city.
Yeah. And so outside of the nightlife, what does your day look like?
Outside of nightlife. So for me, as of now, so in Miami or in Houston?
Well, we go
Both.
Miami and then we come back
Okay,
Houston. Yeah.
Miami would be outside. Honestly, outside of Miami or like outside of nightlife, I would be just doing homework. Like I'll be honest, I'm like,
Yeah.
because I'll be waiting till last second to do all my homework. So like, it's probably like just working out, doing my, like I usually do like I walk on my trails or whatever in Miami, and then get a little bit of exercise so I can feel, you know, cleansed
Yeah.
a little bit, and then I'll just do homework. Just probably go to like maybe small social gatherings.
Yeah.
And maybe if there's like a client, maybe go on a yacht, you know, or like in the waters, type stuff. Go for the brunch, you know. So it's just the smaller stuff in a way. And then obviously Fridays, Saturdays we would have Strawberry Moon too. It's like a pool party in a way that's associated with group hospitality. So we would sometimes I would go to pool parties there at Strawberry Moon. But yeah, in a way, like during the day, it would be like my more relaxed, more chill, more.
Yeah.
I need to before the night gets hectic, you
Be
know.
a bit normal.
Yeah,
Be
literally,
normal to the
exactly,
day, turn into
exactly.
a different beast at night.
Literally,
Yeah.
literally, it's a flip.
And you mentioned the hospitality, having people come in, and if you're with
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
clients, you said, you treat them out a bit. What's the biggest thing you've learned with having those people come in and how to go about with them?
Honestly, just being like honestly just being prepared for what they want, to be honest, like just making sure they get taken care of to the full, like just making sure they get the signs right, they get the song they requested right, if they're spending, I mean, they come here to Miami to spend money,
Yeah.
so making sure everything comes out correct, like dinner reservations, or they want yachts, or do they want girls, they just anything type of like stuff they require, just to make sure they have a great experience,
Yeah.
throughout their stay. So
Do you have any consistent clients that will continue, or is it a new client every day, like, or every week?
it would be consistent. It would be new too. It's just from you. It would be recommendations.
Okay.
Hey, my boys in Miami. I got you.
Yeah.
I'll take care of them. And then obviously one of the consistent was probably Mike Patel. Those guys, they stay in Houston, so shout out those guys, Mike and Patel. They always pop out. So yeah, they would always go to Miami.
Okay.
Always go to Miami. So yeah, they definitely love Miami for sure.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. And let's touch on the 10 out of 10s. So you said that Miami.
Oh Lord,
carries 10 out of 10s.
Yeah, it's
How would
insane.
you compare the women in Miami to Houston?
People are gonna hate me. No, but okay. I'll be honest. Look, Miami's a whole different. It's a whole different breed. Like their breed is insane. Like they get their obviously their tits done, they got BBLs, they got lip fillers. They have the whole shenanigans in Miami. So like definitely the women up there are definitely in a way more superior.
Yeah.
Because here in Houston, I feel like
The women here are gonna attack you, bro. They're gonna be like, "Fuck Sammy, bro. I don't like that guy."
But it's just a whole different, like, people need to know, like it's just like, and there's money over there, what I'm saying, like people were like money runs and goes, like in Miami, like, and here and money comes and goes, but it's not really like we're getting to that entertainment lifestyle in a way. It's getting up there, but Miami's just a tourist city, so you got people like from like Sweden,
It's a whole different game.
It's a whole different game. Like Europeans are going over there every time,
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah, definitely the women are definitely valid for sure in Miami, without a doubt.
With women, right? You said you have to host quite a few. You
Yeah.
run into them all the time.
Yeah.
You're with them all the time. You said you have to babysit. But talking like on a personal level, is there any that you've said, man, I kind of want to have a relationship with?
This guy trying to expose
Like,
me.
this
guy.
All right, well, we won't get into names.
We'll get into names. But
We won't mention names.
Yeah,
but is there any that you've met over there that we could kind of settle down, or you just kind of living on a
there was a few. There's like probably like
few, this
Okay,
guy.
no. Okay, there's like two or three. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. There's like two or three that I'm like, damn, like I can see myself. But then at the same time, it's like, damn, like so many girls are coming out with me. So it's like, and then as we were talking about, like girls, if we do eventually date, like they have to understand, like it's my job to bring out girls.
Exactly.
So like, there's some girls that might get jealous, or like some stuff like that. But it's just,
Has that happened to you?
it has a little bit. Like they'll be like joking around, like, oh, so I mean,
Throw,
because,
like, a little
yeah,
throw, yeah.
like a little nudge,
Yeah.
like because girls. I mean, okay, so how I went in Miami is like, oh, so, right? So like,
Yeah.
girls would be like, oh, so, and then obviously the girl I would be talking to, like, kind of, and then she would be like, oh, so, like, like mimicking or like mocking them. So like, so yeah, definitely it's just girls, they need to understand that was my job. But at the same, I mean, I did, yeah. There's a few that I would be like, yo, like I can see myself
Yeah.
in the future for sure.
That's
So.
dope, bro. Well, let's carry it now to Houston, right? Now
Yeah.
you're in Houston. You said
I'm in
you spend
Houston.
a year in Miami.
Yeah.
Well, you in Houston, Miami. Now you're back in Houston. When did you come back?
I came back in, let's say, was in August, I think. So like August, yeah, this August right now, August, September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How has it
August
been
Sunday.
since then?
I mean, it's been good. Clay Group was always home. So like I used to work with them before I went to Miami. So
Gotcha.
So Clay Group was always showing love, and I gotta show love back. So, and then we make we work together since the beginning. So they're the one that gave me the opportunity,
Yeah.
to blossom me to like work in the nightlife industry.
Mm-hmm.
So those guys will always like be home to me for sure.
And are you still keeping up with the Florida University, or you kind of
FIU?
or are you back in Houston?
I'm back in Houston for now. I mean, I graduated at FIU, so it was a great school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I graduated. So
you're done there.
I'm done there.
Gotcha,
I graduated.
Gotcha. Congrats, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but yeah, so I graduated. It was a great school. You know, a lot of people. Without me going to FIU, I probably wouldn't gone to Miami. You know.
Yeah.
So the school gave me like a chance to experience what Miami is all about. You know.
Got it.
Because I was always starstruck about Miami. So it gave me the experience to go to Miami, and you know, FIU is a great school. I can't talk nothing bad about it for sure.
Sick, bro. With Houston, how has your routine changed, or is it kind of similar where during the day you're just taking time to yourself, and then nighttime it's like
oh, now that I have more, I guess more experience and like able to understand how the nightlife works actually, you know, because I've been to bigger clubs and how they work and how they function. I can definitely like bring a lot of like tips and like advice to, you know, Clay Group. It's one of the best hospitality groups here in Houston, and obviously they're gonna expand to Dallas and some other places. But no, definitely the way I kind of carry myself now is kind of more like I'm like just networking. I'm just like more active, you know, because when I was Houston, I was kind of like, you know, it was chill. I was brand new.
The first time before
first year,
to
first year, yeah.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, I was like brand new. I didn't really know what was the nightlife all about, but I was learning still, you know, I was still learning. And then now, I mean, I'm still learning till this day, but Miami gave me a chance to like definitely like be like, you know, what's it called, enlightened. There you go, enlightened to like the new industry of what Miami's all about and other industries. So definitely that's what helps me keeps, and I'm just basically like hustling basically out here, like just active, way more active for sure.
That's sick, bro. That's sick. And again, right, that's one of the reasons why I said, you know, we got to get Oso on the podcast.
Yeah,
because I respect the hustle, bro. And
I appreciate it.
In the nightlife,
you be hustling too. I mean, you doing podcasts. You have like your whole soccer thing, and then like, you know, like you sell clothes, right?
Clothes and shoes.
Yeah. So we're all grinding.
No, we're active, bro. We're active. And I love to see it, bro.
Yeah.
That, you know, we got winners in our circle. But now that you're out in Houston, do you have any future goals with Houston, or are you planning to leave again?
So as of now, I want to stay in Houston for a year. You know, just keep grinding till in the nightlife industry, and then probably by the end of this year, the goal is to go to Vegas.
Sick.
Yeah, Vegas. So they're gonna open up Group Hospitality in Miami. They're gonna up the Fontainebleau Hotel, right? So the Fontainebleau Hotel's in the Strip in Vegas. And they're gonna have Live Day Club and Live Night Club. So Live Day Club is like, it's bigger than just a pool party. It's like insane. It's just like a whole like space of this like.
It's like the nightlife thrown into the
day club.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So, and that's just gonna be huge. And then obviously they're gonna have their nightclub inside the hotel. So it's just gonna be best of both worlds, you know. So that's the goal for now.
Gotcha. What are the biggest skill sets that you've learned through the nightlife? Because you said marketing is big for you.
Marketing,
right?
yes.
So,
marketing, definitely.
You have to, yeah. So what besides marketing, or including marketing, what others could you throw in there that you could say, man, this
honestly,
is
just using emotional intelligence. Like, it's very big using emotional intelligence. Like, just able to adapt to any situation, you know, just able to maybe, like, every person, every client, you kind of have to adapt to their form of how they are, you know,
their personality,
exactly. So just using your emotional intelligence is able to make your relationship go further than it is, you know, because obviously you want to be patient. Of course, if like the client is like, you know, stressing or other stuff, you know, you have to like talk to him, you know, just make sure he's okay and make sure he's he's in good hands, without like him stressing and not having a great night. So basically just adapting to any situation is using emotional intelligence, because that's what honestly carries you, and people are gonna take notice with that, you know. People are gonna notice, like, oh, okay, this guy I can trust, you know. So definitely
that's awesome to hear, bro, because the business industry is huge. It's huge, right? You have, like you said, right, the nightlife.
You got restaurants,
right? We're doing the shoes. You have the fashion industry. You have the music industry. So it's such a big market that you can literally do whatever you want. And so I thought it was going to be unique, having this conversation with you.
Yeah.
Because I haven't met someone that, has really lived the nightlife at that big stage. Obviously, you have promoters here. You have, VIP hosts here.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you step foot into those big clubs in Miami, it's a whole different ballgame.
You just diversify yourself.
Yeah.
You just get tapped in with each culture. Like, it's just insane. Because obviously as us, we look up to like influencers like Nelk boys and all that stuff. But I never thought for me like I would reach out, like probably party with shout Darren. He's like one of the Face guys. He's a talent manager over there with Face. So I got chance to party with Face guys and like Face Swag and like those guys, and obviously with the Nelk boys too as well. And then a lot of influencers you meet too as well. You'd never expect until
they're in the room.
They're in the room, literally. So it's just basically just keep networking until until you retire, because that's what life is all about, networking and just knowing connections. Yeah, literally.
Being out there, being out here, two big cities. Let's dive into those kind of restaurants or food. Mm-hmm. What would you say is your top food over there and here
in Miami? I'll be honest. The Satai was honestly one of the favorite spots. It's very nice. The aesthetic is very beautiful. It's amazing. It's called the Satai. It's a hotel, so the Satai. So it's called the Jaya the Satai, the restaurant. And then obviously one of my favorite restaurants. Obviously you gotta promote and be a little biased. It was Komodo, Poppy, Swan, like those, and especially now the newest restaurant, Bad Bunny Gecko, is one of the best spots for sure.
You be grubbing?
Grubbing, got to a little bit. I gotta lose my dad bod, but we're gonna keep going.
Hey, the ladies love the dad bods.
They do. It's insane. It's insane, bro. The ladies love dad bod. It's insane. They do love. It's insane. So I didn't expect that, but yeah. And Prime 112, I like Prime 112. Is very nice over there in Miami. So there's Kiki on the River. Kiki on the River is actually one of the best spots. It's by the ocean, by the river. Literally, you can dock your yacht there and just eat at the restaurant too. So
what do you get though? Do you usually get the same thing or?
I mean, bro, honestly, when I went to Miami, I never tried calamari, but like I love calamari and sushi. I love sushi and calamari. I'm just basic. I'm a basic bitch. But like I love calamari and sushi. Like that's are like my top notch like foods for sure.
Have you came out to raw sushi here in Houston?
Yeah, I have raw sushi. It's good. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But the one I like a lot most is Uptown Sushi. Have you been to Uptown Sushi?
I haven't been there.
Okay.
We might have to go there.
Yeah, we might have to go. Uptown Sushi is fire.
We might have to go there, bro.
It's fire. It's fire. I love Uptown Sushi. And obviously, our restaurants that we here in Houston, we have Bizu. Bizu is really nice, really aesthetically beautiful. And and Kiss is very nice too. It's brand new. They have a lounge upstairs. It's very amazing.
That's dope.
Those are the best restaurants here in Houston for sure.
Diving into the fashion side of things.
Yeah.
Because you get to meet all these people that
that's true,
have money. Have you been influenced in any kind of way in your style of dressing, or
honestly,
you kind of you're a simple guy, right?
Bro, I'll be honest. I'm a simple guy. Like I'm a simple guy, but one that really influenced me out of like dress and stuff probably was Dave Grubman. He kind of is simple. He's a simple guy. He's like basically the owner of Grew Hospitality, right? So he kind of is simple. He wears vintage T-shirts. That's why I like wearing graphic T-shirts that are vintage.
Yeah.
Jeans and shoes. And Kirk is a big guy over there. He's like the owner of 88 Entertainment. He does Latin nights, Thursday nights. So he's the one that books the artists. Make sure everything goes all right throughout the night. So yeah, I'm definitely like just a simple guy. I wish I could be like rocking like just like some chrome hearts. Just go crazy in the style. Crazy, yeah. But I'm just like a simple guy, literally like.
I feel like sometimes simple is the way to go, though.
It is kind of for me, but there's some guys that like put in work. Just they pop out.
Yeah.
So like I know one of my boys, Lou. He's a cold motherfucker. Like he can dress. Like if I wanted to actually go crazy, I'll hit him up. He works with me at the Clay Group, so Lou, shout out Lou. So this guy can go crazy with his style.
Money man, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean money man for sure. But he's just so like. And like with fashion, and Tachi too. Shout out Tachi. That's his brother. Yeah, he's very passionate about style and fashion. So I would definitely hit him to be my stylist for sure.
Yeah.
Like a big event, I'll hit him up for sure.
Oh my god, bro. Well, that's crazy it's crazy to even you know, be talking about you sitting in the room with some of these, you know, bigger people.
Yeah.
You know, influencers, artists.
Artists,
You're
yeah.
out there meeting new people every day. You're out here meeting new people every day.
Literally.
So could you say, giving back to the people, you know, a word of advice that networking and connecting and talking to people, going out there is important?
It is. It's very important because honestly, able to go to someone. So for me, how I learned very quickly is able to go up to someone first and saying hello. Because for me, that's very important because it shows like, oh, this guy, you know, he came out of his way to say hello to me, you know.
Yeah.
So like, people love that. People really do love that, and it's just showing like, hey, what's up? You know, how's family? You know, just asking questions that you know they're really deep in a way, but it looks like you're really caring about them, which I do.
Did you learn that on your own?
I learned that on my own because honestly, I used to read this book. I don't know. I love reading books like self-development books in a
Yeah.
way. So I love reading self-development books, and that was one of the tips or one of the advices. You know, just saying hello first.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you'd never know what would happen if you didn't say hello first. You know, it's like basically shooting a shot with a girl.
Exactly.
You know, it's like you would never know what would happen. But just with me, just with everyone, you know, it's like saying hello to, oh, maybe this girl would be good for the club tonight, or maybe maybe a possible client, you know.
Exactly.
It's just basically just being out there, basically every night, and just making sure, you know, you're networking everywhere. Literally, just basically being yourself in a way.
Do you ever encounter, you know, people that are difficult to deal with in that way? Well, it sounds easy, right? Just to go up, hey.
Yeah.
Do you ever encounter those people that are, you know, headaches?
I mean, obviously, people are gonna be like, you know, a little maybe sometimes stuck up. You know, they're like, why is he talking to me type shit, you know? But then you just, you know, tell them, hey, I work for, you know, the Drew Hospitality, I work for the Clay Group, you know, these are the venues I work at. They're like, oh, okay.
Once they hear that,
once they hear that,
okay.
okay.
A little credibility.
Yeah, exactly. So you gotta, in a way, put your resume out there of what you do, so people can trust you, you know.
Gotcha.
So definitely, that's an important part.
That's big.
Yeah, of the
big.
conversation.
No, that's dope. You know, us with obviously the fashion and, you know, the sneaker world,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit different, right? The people that you encounter, the people that you meet, it's you know, it's business that's more transactional, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Shoes being shipped out, shoes coming in. But listening to your take on more of like people skills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being out there.
Exactly.
I think it applies to everything.
It does.
In the real world, like, it applies to everything. And that's something that college doesn't teach you. Which
It doesn't.
Is the truth. Like, you don't learn that in a classroom.
You learn that outside the classroom.
Just networking and being out there. You learn that from, you know, just the real world, exploring it.
Exactly.
Do you think that college for you was, you know, of importance?
College is good because I'm a first generational, you know, kid in the family. So going to college is very important. It's a huge statement, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely college. I was already had experience within the hospitality industry in a way.
Yeah.
So that's what I majored in, hospitality and entertainment management. Yet it was a way to learn, I guess, more in depth of what hospitality is all about. You know, mostly about hotels and restaurants. But it did help in a way. You know, I'm not saying college is a scam.
Yeah.
but it just depends. Like, it just depends the profession and the career you want to learn. You know, if you want to be a lawyer, obviously you want to go to college.
Exactly.
You know, a doctor and, you know, engineer, all those types of careers that are very major. But yeah, definitely, like, college, it helped in a way. You know, it definitely helped in a way. And then obviously experience is gonna be the best thing that you can ever, you know, learn from.
Yeah.
And like achieve like people skills and all the other sorts of stuff.
Being a first gen, who did you really, you know, rely upon, you know, with your journey to, you know, get that degree? Who did you keep around, or who kept you motivated? Do you have a close relationship with your family?
Yes, I do. Yes. So my family, in a way, they definitely like kept pushing me. Like, you know, they would always tell me like, yo, we'd call, and sometimes they would like, we believe in you. You know, you got this. Like, so like for me, family is always gonna be priority. You know, they're number one for sure. So family always, and then close friends, very close friends too as well. They're like, you know, I see you doing big things over there in Miami. You know. All those kind of people that really, you know, barely hype you up in a way, or like they're like impressed and they give you like motivation to keep going. So that's what kept me keep going, you know.
Yeah.
So for sure.
Was there any challenges that you've had to face with, you know, the nightlife and school at the same time? Was there any challenges that hit you where you're, man, I don't even know how I'm gonna overcome this, but you overcome it at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's just honestly there was a lot of challenges in the beginning, kind of because I was recently new in Miami, so the people sometimes they don't take you that seriously, because
Yeah.
they're like, who is this guy, He looks like a random Mexican trying to work here. But yeah, there's a lot of like challenges that people wouldn't take you seriously, and they're like, but after you keep going out each night within these clubs and with these restaurants, whatever, like people are seeing your face, People, if they see your face quite often enough, they'll be like, okay,
He's on his grind.
he's on his grind.
Yeah.
Like they take credibility for that, they make sure that you're valid. So just able to grind each night and basically like saying, oh, and that's how you make close relationships. So
Yeah.
that's how you, and then for instance, like each night I would dab up each security,
Yeah.
literally each security, each venue. I would like dab them up, like, hey, what's up? Like, how you been? I would dab up the VIP hosts. I would dab up the door guys. Literally every person you can think of that was working in that venue, I would dab them up. Literally,
Yeah.
because it makes you. They know you, right? They're like, oh, this guy works here. Okay, oh, this guy, he's gonna take care of me. Like, if he needed something, they're like, hey, can you give me a girl? Like, maybe he's trying to take a girl out here in the store, right?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, bro, I got a girl outside. I'm like, all right, bet, I got you. Or like, if I needed something, if I tell security, like, hey, kick this guy out right now.
Yeah.
He would be like, all right, bet, you gotta kick him out. So like, it's just making close relationship with the people that are very important, and that work with you, So it's just being teamwork, basically.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
The dream work, yeah.
Literally.
That's what they say, yeah.
That's what they say.
No, that's dope, bro. What's your mindset? What's your mindset when you're overcoming these obstacles? What's going through your head? What are you thinking? Because it's very easy to give up, and it's very easy to say, all right, this isn't for me. And like, was there ever a point where you hit that kind of low peak where you're like, maybe this isn't for me?
There was, yeah, sometimes there was where like low peak, like I would be driving back from the clubs and stuff. I'm like, damn, I'll put it on Juice WRLD. I'm like, damn, like, is it? I'm like, is it?
All been there, bro.
Yeah, we all been there.
We've all been there.
But like, there's some nights that like obviously look from the outside looking in, like everything looks fun, like all my stories just in general, people will be like, oh my God, you're living a life,
Yeah.
going crazy. But obviously there would be like some instances like I'll be like, like am I really feeling this, So it's just, but then I'm like, I just kept my head up. I'm like, I came for school. I just gotta keep hustling, gotta keep grinding. Because honestly, it's just determination, and people are depending on you, and
Yeah.
and obviously I felt that on like weight on my shoulders. I'm like, people are depending on me, like to make things happen. So that's what kept me going, honestly. So
That's great, bro. That's awesome to hear. And a strong-minded individual like you,
yeah.
they see you popping out of Miami, and like you said, it looks
Yeah.
fun. He's having fun. He's out there enjoying it. But it also comes with being a strong-minded individual. Not everyone can do it, and so thanks for coming. Being able to talk on here about that kind of stuff, because not everyone's gonna get that. Knowledge is key, and some people don't get to be put on with that knowledge. So I appreciate you for spitting out that knowledge, and just letting people know that it's always a grind.
It's always a grind.
It's never gonna be easy.
Nothing's gonna be handed to you in life. Nothing. So that's why you gotta keep grinding. People are gonna expect from you to to like give it your land, like give it to you.
Send it to them.
Yeah, exactly. So like, it's just you gotta keep hustling. You gotta keep grinding. You gotta be active. We're all active. So it's just basically hustling.
Sticking to the game plan.
Exactly.
Going crazy. Is there any motto that you live by? That kind of just every day you push yourself to it and say, this motto here has helped me overcome and has helped me become who I am right now.
In a way, I go by motto. To be honest, it's like if nobody else is gonna do it, who's gonna do it for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the only person who's gonna do it for you. You're the only person who has potential for you to become the best of the best.
No one's gonna give you that hand where it's like, here, I'm gonna help you out. Like, you gotta do it for yourself.
Obviously, there's gonna be people that that will be like try to help you and stuff. But at the end of the day, you're boss in your court. You're the one, handling your lifestyle. You're the one making sure your career is at its peak every time. So basically, whoever is just basically doing it yourself. And obviously, for me, I do believe that it's a little bit of luck, but it's a lot more hard work, because persistency, exactly, consistency, whatever. So like basically being just top notch at what you do, and just giving your 110% of what you do.
Yeah. So now you're in Houston,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be here for a year. What is your what is the way that you'd say you're going to carry yourself, or have you made any changes from last year to this year? Do you feel replenished, like 2023?
I do.
I'm
I
him.
think 2023 is a good year. I feel like 2023 is gonna be a good year. It's Jordan year. I love it. I'm 23. I'm gonna be 24 this year. I feel that a lot of people are saying that, and the way I carry myself is just more better because honestly, what I used to do is not probably like for me. I literally give like I hand out DMs on Instagram, so I would DM every person, literally every person. That's what I was doing in Miami. I would DM girls every if I saw a valid girl, I'm like, all right, I send her DM, easy, like just like that. And I'll be doing that here now. Like so, for example, I reached out to Alphaland. You know, Alphaland is a big thing over there. It's a big gym. Shout out Christian Guzman, the owner. So I DM'd one of the trainers, right, Joe. Shout out Joe. My legs are still killing me right now. So Joe, I reached out to Joe, and he's like, "Hey, bro." Like I reached out to him and I sent him a DM. He's like, "Hey, bro, yeah, for sure. Like I'm down." He's like, "Bro, like why don't you come over? Like check out Alphaland. I give you like it's on me. Like I give you a free session." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay, bet. Why not?" So I checked that out last week, and then I came. And I'm like, "Damn, like this is crazy." It was my first time going to Alphaland, and I'm like, "Damn, this is insane." Like people are like working out. It keeps you motivated, you know. So yeah, just like by a simple DM, you know, it's just like you're showing love to them, so they're like, oh, let me show love to you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's just basically just like a mutual beneficial relationship.
Exactly.
But it's just for me, it's just gotta be active, and then I'm diversifying my areas. Obviously, like I didn't think I'm not a gym head, you know. I'm not like I'm not big or anything, but you know, just being
Walk
cool.
around with your
Exactly,
protein shake.
exactly. So, but being tapped in with the gym world is it's a different realm that you can, you know, as potential clients and potential people that you know that you can network with. So that's why I kind of diversify my portfolio of where to DM. So
That's sick, bro. Did they make you? Did they put you to work there then, or
no,
what?
Joe,
'Cause you said your legs-
Joe put me to work. No. This guy, yeah, I love Joe. He's a great guy. He put me to work, like because you have people like, what's it called? You have people that can be your buddy, you know, and not push you. You know what I'm saying, but Joe, like he like
Put you to work.
put me to work, and like he was actually like maybe go crazy in the gym. So like, and I'm like, you know, this is the tough like stuff I need, you know,
Challenge
like,
yourself a bit.
Exactly, challenge myself a bit and just being different in a way.
Do you plan to continue
Going to Alphaland?
tapping in a bit?
Yeah, I might. You know, I was talking to Joe, so we're in the talks on that for sure.
Okay,
We're in the
okay.
talks for sure.
Yeah. No, bro. Well, it's been a pleasure, you know, having you on here.
Of course.
Great conversation, bro. It's great to, you know, listen to your take, your perspectives,
Yeah.
the life that you live, because it's completely different from many of ours. But it's sick, and in a way, you're still pursuing, you know, the business industry and keeping yourself head high and having that personality to carry you. So it's awesome to hear, you know, your stories and the mindset that you have going into this year. So really appreciate your time, bro.
Of course, Franklin.
Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation, brother.
Much love, bro.
Much love always.
Yeah. Shout out also, if you guys haven't already, tap in on him on Instagram. He will get you right at most of the clubs that you need to be taken care of. So shout out also, yeah.
Hey,
Love,
shout out for the invitation, Franklin.
Yeah,
Thank you for inviting me to this podcast, and I loved it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
All right, bro.